The 2010 Kia Soul Splash Guard installation. Warning, I am not a mechanic. I don't take any responsibility to you or your car, so please take care. This video is intended for information only. This is the kit that you get from Kia if you're going to put on splash guards yourself on the 2010 Kia Soul. The number, the Kia number for the part is shown here. And what you get inside the box is a pair of front splash guards. And you can tell the front from the back because actually they're bigger and they have this little drain lip here. It looks like a drain lip, but it actually fits around some of the sheet metal on the side of the car. And it comes with the accompanying screws. And then you have a pair of rear that look like this, and its accompanying screws. The tools you'll need for this project are pretty simple. You'll need a right angle Phillips screwdriver, a regular Phillips screwdriver, 3/8 inch ratchet. Actually, technically, the bolts on the front, there's two of them, one on each side, and it takes a 10 millimeter socket, but a 3/8 inch works just fine. You can use that. You'll need some sort of cleaner, car cleaner for the exterior of the car, because you're going to want to clean where you're going to put the splash guards on. They cover part of the paint, so you're going to want to make sure that's clean there. So a nice rag to do with that. And then in the back, there are the two clips on the underside, which I'll talk about later. If you have problems getting that out, you may need some other tools. I've done this project before, and I have found that the rear is the hardest one. The rear is harder because there's a clip that you can't see, but it's right under here, and it has to be pulled out. And you can see from the factory, the car came with 3 screws already in place, and obviously 3 screw holes, so that when you install the flap, you don't have to drill or anything like that. You just screw it in. So I like to start on the rear and get those done. Then I feel better because I know the fronts are easier. The other thing is, you can see the location of the screws. You can't get a power tool in here. You might be able to get in a power tool on this one screw and maybe this one, but you definitely can't get a power tool in on this one here. So that's a very difficult screw to work with. So I'll be working just with a little right angle screwdriver. Okay, here I am under the car. Now this is the rear end. This is that clip I was talking about that you have to remove. The removal of that that part I was talking about, that on the underside of the car, that's this part right here, is difficult because it's made out of plastic. And when this screw is screwed in, sometimes the screw, if they put it in with an electric drill or some sort of a power drill, when the screw goes in, it strips the plastic as it goes in. And if it does that, when you try to remove it, when you try to back the screw back out, then it just turns, it just spins all day. So if you can get a screwdriver in here, wedged in here between the screw and this ring, and then try to screw it out while applying pressure outward, sometimes you can get it like that. Now this one turned out to be really easy because the screw wasn't stripped. So all I had to do was pin this ring against the car and turn the screw, and actually it just turned all the way out like you see there, and it pulled out. All right, so here we are. I got the new splash guard here, and I'm going to go ahead and put in this first screw up here at the top, but I'm not going to tighten it down, obviously, because I want to make sure I can get these other three screws in their holes, and then I will go around and tighten them all. But I'll still have some play in it if I leave those unscrewed. So that's what I would recommend you do. And the clip, before you tighten these three screws, make sure that you've got the clip in down there, because you're going to need some play to work that into its hole. And there you have it. The rear splash guard is installed. I made sure I cleaned the car thoroughly under here and all the way underneath before I installed the guard. I want to make sure that I didn't trap any sort of debris or anything in there before I installed it. But otherwise, there it is. We'll take a look at it from the back. From the back it looks nice. It's going to protect the finish on the car there, and it just makes the car look nice. Okay, the rear is finished, and now we're going to do the front. You can see here we have 3 screws there, and back there is a bolt. Okay, that's the hardest thing to get, that bolt right back there. I've turned the wheel, I've made it turn to the left, and that exposes those 3 screws and makes them easy to get to. At the same time, this wheel is turned to the left. The other one is turned to the left also. So that means on the other side, the wheel is in the front. So I'm going to get the 3 screws out here, and on the other side, I'm going to take out that bolt, because my tool will work better and easier if this wheel is turned. So I'm going to do the 3 screws on this side, the bolt on the other side, then turn the wheels again, and do the 3 screws on the other side, and then the bolt on this side. And it sure is nice to be able to use a regular screwdriver on these screws rather than this clumsy L screwdriver. Now, while I have the wheel out this way, I was able to take out that bolt that's back there, and I had taken the 3 screws out when the wheels were turned the other way. Now I'm going to put the splash guard in place and put that bolt in first. It's kind of clumsy, but this way you don't have to get in the car, turn it on, turn the wheels, and turn them back and forth one more time. You just put that bolt in now and then straighten these 3 here later when you turn the wheel the other way. Because I'm going to put the bolt in here, but I'm going to go around the other side, and I'm going to put the 3 screws in over there and put that one in, start that one in over there with the 3 screws first. Alright, you can see back there that bolt is now in place. And I still obviously have to do these 3 screws, but I'm going to turn the wheel the other way. But first, I'm going to go around the other side, put the 3 screws in on the other side, and then when I turn the wheel, I'll put the bolt in on the other side. So I'm doing the bolt last on one side, the bolt first on the other side. Okay, now the wheel's turned the other way again, and I can put in the 3 screws, and that will complete the job. So there you have it, completed project, front and rear. These Kias are beautiful little cars, and the splash guard's just dresses it up a little bit. This one's my daughter's car. She loves it. And this one is mine. And on my car, you can see my splash guards are white. The manufacturer, Kia, sends the splash guards to you black. These particular ones I painted myself, and I think it really dresses up the car nicely. It's just a little extra touch, and it looks very good. You can do it yourself. The project takes 45 minutes. And the next project I'm going to do is on my daughter's car is the side marker lights. These 2010s, the new ones, the 2012s, come with side marker lights built into the mirrors. But the 2010 didn't come with side marker lights, but they make a kit that you can put on the side marker lights, and they're very nice. They're really sharp. A video will be coming about those side marker lights. When you get the car, a 2010, a regular 2010, you get these little inserts here on the car. And the side marker lights are another thing that just dresses it up, just makes it a little special. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I had fun making it for you. And don't be afraid. Putting splash guards on a 2010 Kia Soul is really easy.